We've got Mr.
Yes.
James with us.
Yes.
I know, so you're saying less than 2 years in the business?
Yeah, I mean, he's been licensed for a little bit longer than that, I guess. James, you tell us, before we talk about real estate, let's talk about who you are.
Yeah.
What gave you the right to be who you are today, and tell us a little bit about your history so we know where we're coming from. And again, it just amazes me. See, I'd like to take some. I'd like to stroke my ego for a second. That I saw a lot of real estate over the years, and
What were you saying, like 30 plus years?
almost 40.
Oh,
I'm just going to go ahead and start saying 40 because I'm almost 70.
Round it up.
But, that's one thing to have somebody reach out to me like they did a couple days ago and say, hey, Monte, we're thinking about moving. Can you come list our home? That's one thing.
Sure.
But when you don't have the database, so this is for everybody that's only been in the market for a short time is what today's program is certainly about, because I'm amazed at how anybody can succeed at this level. I'm not saying it's not possible. Obviously, we got proof here in the room, but it's tougher out there than I've been in this thing, like I said, almost 4 decades, and I through every market that you can imagine during that time,
Mm-hmm.
and I've not seen it more challenging than it is today. So I'm excited to learn more about what you do once we find out who you are.
Yeah. Okay. So who I am. There was like a bunch of questions that you guys all went over there briefly. So
go ahead and get all those answered immediately.
Who's James Fuentes?
Sure. So I got into real estate. Got my license, I would say, little under 3 years ago, or somewhere around there. The first 2 years, I was busy with another business with some friends of mine.
It's okay to say what kind of business.
Yeah. Title Boxing Club.
Uh-huh.
We opened up several years ago. Then we opened up a second one in Green Hills, and when you open up a second franchise like that, fitness franchise, it's almost like you've opened up 4 or 5 of them. The amount of stress with the trainers and everything. But so I got my real estate license, and I didn't do anything with it. I had joined a team, and I was doing very little work part-time here and there, a couple deals here and there, not much at all. And it wasn't until last February where I said, okay, I'm going to just burn the boats, go all in full-time, and that's pretty much it. Before,
so you moved that interest, you were interested, and now you're totally committed.
Now I'm totally committed.
I love that.
Yeah, totally committed since last February, February of 2020, right when the pandemic was
Great timing there, James.
yeah, right. Apparently, but yeah, before that I was a chiropractor, and before that several different jobs. I'm also an actor. My friends think I'm some kind of gypsy because I move around the U.S. quite a bit, and if there's a job out there, I've had it. Manual labor, waiter, fast food. I've done Uber, Lyft.
I love it because that all leads to all the strengths you need to be an amazing real estate agent.
Real estate agent. Yeah,
I think so.
It's all about serving others, and especially to have to be a chiropractor, have that heart of loving people and helping them heal. Certainly sets you up for a great opportunity to be the right kind of real estate attitude. But so what made the change? You suddenly became, instead of being a generalist, you became more laser focused, or what was the driving factor that made you decide to, I'm going to look out around other companies and see what fits, and how do I really fit in this business? It's so crowded right now. 17,000 agents out there, by the way. So that's why
so many.
It's one of the reasons I applaud
just
you at the
level. Just in Middle Tennessee, though, right?
Just in Middle Tennessee.
That's that right there.
That's
amazing.
Right around here.
Holy smokes! Yeah, that's crazy. What made me decide to go all in with real estate last February?
Yeah.
I'd had so many different jobs, and I had a friend who was experiencing quite a bit of success in real estate.
Okay.
And it was just a matter of, okay, enough floundering. And literally I was renting a room out of a friend's house at the time. I was down to like my last $1,000 in my bank account, and had nothing else left, like no other money or assets or anything else like that. And I was like, okay, you know what, let's stop looking at any of these like online classes or any of these other, like, because you'll see so many gurus, do this online, and I was like, okay, forget it. I'm just going to go all in real estate and see what happens. And spent my last $1,000 with some Zillow leads, and it just snowballed from there.
What a great story, isn't it?
I
didn't know about this, so I should have asked that question before now, I guess.
Yeah. Penniless.
But let's jump forward here just for a second, okay?
Sure.
Just for a second. In talking with you last week, you shared with me a number, an income number that you're going to realize the first half of this year. basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing what that number is?
Yeah. I was
Because
gonna,
I want people understanding we're not talking about something everybody does, and you've got a backstory now down to your last $1,000. That is really, really an awesome story.
Mm-hmm.
And then to find out where you're at the first half of 2021, which is like I said before, a really challenged market. What is that number?
Yeah, as far as
income.
Gross income. Oh, I didn't know if I was allowed to say it on the podcast. So I am allowed to say.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
we have no secrets here, but as long as it's G-rated, we're good.
So it almost leads in from last year, because last year, which was a record year, I'd never seen a certain amount of money per month in my entire life, and last year we did it was just like a shade under 200. Maybe it was like 180 something, somewhere around there, or maybe 170 something. I can't remember. And
it was 179 to be exact.
He knows the exact number over here. Of course he does.
Well, no. Yeah. Here, let me share with you why. And I'm sorry for just interrupting you, but we got the sweetest, Carrie, and we got the sweetest text Connie and I did from James, saying that he in his experience in life, he'd really never earned more than $50,000 in a year. And that, based on the closing he just had, was on the way to the office so he could get paid. He's going to realize $179,000
Amazing.
Last year. And so that to me is way bigger than selling $1 million home for this old dog here, because just to hear that kind of success story just blesses me so much. I can't stand it.